Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here, returning to you for a deluxe edition review for Nothing More Carnal. Uh, the deluxe edition I wanted to return to you tonight for. So I hope you will enjoy this review. I will discuss what I listened to from tracks 16 to 20 because I've already heard the Carnal album that came out June 28th last year of 2024. And now, 9 months later, we got the deluxe edition. So on March 28, 2025. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for tracks 16 to 20 for a total of an hour and 3 minutes of this record. Because I did listen to the first 15 tracks, the whole regular edition, before going to the deluxe edition. And I'll let you know my thoughts on this release overall. So let's dive into this deluxe edition review. Now, pretty much We're All Gonna Die is the opening track on the deluxe edition, track 16, and it is the first single for this deluxe edition to announce it. I think this single came out in January or February, but overall, it was a strong track. I think Johnny Hawkins' vocals sound pretty strong. Execution-wise, it did pretty well. And yeah, 5 out of 5 for sure. Really enjoyed that. And was really entertained by this track. So, great track. Free Fall featuring Chris Daughtry was a strong newer version of the Free Fall song. The original was still one of my favorites, and still this track blew me away with how great both Johnny Hawkins and Chris Daughtry's vocals sounded. Harmonizing did pretty well with the mixing overall, and execution-wise, this track definitely rocked for sure. Chris Daughtry could hit some good high notes in this track, and I really enjoyed that aspect about this song. Great track, 5 out of 5. And number 18 is Angel Song. Track number 18 is Angel Song, the next track, featuring David Dryman live at Aftershock. Good live song. I mean, I had a few critiques with some of the live performance, but execution-wise, it did pretty well for the most part. It was pretty good in its own way. So, sorry about the background noise. Someone talking in the background. Sorry about that. I can't go into detail about that. But pretty much a 4.75 out of 5 for Angel Song featuring David Dryman live at Aftershock. House on Sand featuring Eric via Viper Vale MG remix is a very strong release. Very strong song from what I listened to for the remix version of this track. And I really enjoyed that about this song. So this is a 5 out of 5 for sure. For the remix version. It was only 3 minutes and a second, but you're in for quite an entertaining track for sure. So, and finally, we get to the closing track for the whole entirety of this deluxe edition, which is Angel Song featuring David Dryman, JD Remix, another remix track that I personally dug. I mean, I had a few critiques, but nothing major to where I hated the remix version. So, another 4.75 out of 5. And overall, production, mixing, and execution wise, I think Nothing More Carnal Deluxe Edition review is a pretty strong release. I think I originally gave Carnal an 8.5 out of 10 on my channel because it is a pretty good release from what I listened to, but I did have a few critiques with some of the tracks. But overall, for this entirety, I'd have to give it a strong 9.5 out of 10 for the deluxe edition. Just the deluxe edition is very strong, but overall, for a score for the entirety of the Carnal album, both regular and deluxe, a strong 9 out of 10 for it, because it is a strong release and it had some good tracks, very strong tracks. I had a few critiques with some tracks, but nothing to the extent where I hated this record. So, pretty much, it was a strong release. For the entirety of the record, 9 out of 10. For both regular and deluxe. So, 9.5 out of 10 for the deluxe edition, and a strong 9 out of 10 for Nothing More Carnal, the entirety of the record. I hope you enjoyed this album review, this deluxe edition review tonight, and thank you guys for watching.